All right, we're going to do objective 1-3 today. We're going to combine like terms and simplify using the distributive property. We can simplify expressions by combining like terms. So we're going to talk about what matches here, and here 3m squared, negative 6m squared, and 2m squared match. So when you add them together, you get negative m squared, negative 1, and then you just take the negative 2m and just drop it down. Okay? So when you combine, it looks like so. All right, let's go to example 2. We're going to find perimeter. So to find perimeter, you're going to add up all the sides. Now, a minute ago, we took a look at this problem, and we started writing it all the way out to the side. And then you, if you wanted to, you could circle all your x's if you wanted to. I kind of like to organize as I do, and I was going to do that on purpose, like write it out to the side first to show you how long it was going to get. But the smarter thing to do is let's organize as we go. So like 3x plus 2, we're going to add 2x2. So instead of writing it out to the side, where might you group 2x with? 2x is going to match with, so I'm going to put it underneath. So, does that make sense? And kind of put all your x's together? And that's fine. You can write it all the way out sideways. That's fine. You'll just have to circle and maybe put triangles around the y's and underline the numbers. You'll have to do something different to group it all together, okay? I like to just line it up so that it matches. So then we're going to add y minus 2 with it. Where should I put a y? Like a new column. Let's make a new column. And then where should I put the negative 2? A new column. No. Oh, sorry. You could actually put a negative 2 right there. That's the y in the negative 2. Did I confuse you by doing that? Okay, well, then write it out sideways and circle what matches. Okay, so then 2x plus 3, where should I put a 2x?
Underneath the other 2x.
Okay, and then where should I put the plus 3?
Below the negative 2.
So plus 3. You with me so far?
Yeah.
Who said no? Okay, where should I put the y in the 4?
Right.
So I'm going to put a y here, and where should I put the 4? Below the 3. Okay, and then over here I've got a 4x, so where should I put a 4x?
Below 2x.
I'm going to put the 4x here, and then the 2y should go column 3, and then the 1 should go column 2. Are y'all with me on how I kind of organized all that? If it makes more sense to you, do you want me to write it out sideways and circle it?
No, I mean, that was good.
Okay, so you could, let me do it this way, and then I'll go back and do it the other way, okay? I like this because I can simply say 3 plus 2 plus 2 plus 4, which is 11x, and then those cancel out, so then 3 plus 4 plus 1 would be plus 8, and then 1y plus 1y plus 2y would be 4y, and that should be your final answer. Okay, now let me go back the other way. If I just lost you, I feel like I had at least one with me. How many else do I have with me on this? So I had a couple that you got to organize what makes sense to you. Question? You good? All right, so I want to show you something if you were confused. So it'll erase quick. Okay, so if it makes more sense to you, write it out sideways. 3x plus 2 plus 2x plus y minus 2 plus 2x plus 3 plus y plus 4 plus 4x plus 2y plus 1. See, to me, that looks confusing because it's okay. So, and this works. I mean, if it works for you, it works. But here's the thing: I do want to see. I don't want to see you writing all that up in your head. Okay? If you're gonna do it this method, in order to make sure you don't forget one piece or a part, because you forget one little piece, the whole thing's wrong. Okay, so let's circle. Let's do our x's first. 3 plus 2x plus 2x, so that's 5, 6, 7, plus a 4x would be 11x. So 11 x's. Then, are you going to want to circle the next part? No. You want to do your y's? What do you want to put around them?
Square.
Square. Okay, square, triangle, you got to do something different. You with me on that? So 1y plus 2y's. Make sure you put your ones in there. 1y plus 1y is 2y's. Plus another 2y's would be 4y's. 4y's. With me on that? And then your numbers, those two will, that's 0. Those cancel out. And then 3 plus 4 plus 1 is plus 8. And that is the exact same thing we got a minute ago. We just lined up all our x's and lined up all our y's and lined up all our numbers, kind of like in columns. Okay? So you pick one way or the other. Any questions on, even though it's perimeter, even though it's a funky shape, perimeter, you add up all the sides and you still, like, don't try to add things that don't match. Okay? You add your x's with your x's and your y's with your y's and your numbers with your numbers. Things that match, just like kindergarten. Question?
Columns, like it doesn't matter which one, like as long as it's like the x's, the y's, and the numbers, it don't matter which one you.
So 11x plus 4y plus 8 is the same thing as 8 plus 11x plus 4y. Does that make sense? So it doesn't matter like which order.
I mean like whenever you put them in there.
Yeah, it doesn't matter where you stick them as long as you put all your x's in one column and all your numbers in another column. So like if you started over here and then worked your way around, that'd be the same thing. Okay? It's going to come out to be the same thing. Okay, so a little bit different. What's the purpose of this problem?
To simplify it.
Okay, yeah, to simplify it. What's different about it?
They have two. They
Yeah.
have two exponents.
There's two variables. Yeah, there's two variables going on. So here's the thing. I like, if you want to write all that down and then you want to like circle what matches, but you got to be careful here. Like, I'm going to make some columns just because that makes sense. I do a little chart when I add things that match. And so tell me this. Instead of column 1, column 2, column 3, let's name it by the variables. So what different variables? Like, do they all match? They're all ABs. So no. So what do we see? We see an AB squared. Okay, so an A squared B, that is different. Do you see the difference?
An AB.
I see an AB. That's an A squared B, and that's an AB squared. So I see 3 different columns. Okay, and I'm just naming them by, and it doesn't matter which one goes in which column. Okay, like if you wanted to put the AB squared at the end instead of at the beginning, that's fine. It doesn't really matter. Okay, so where are we going to put the 12AB squared? Okay, so 12AB squared. Where are we going to put the negative 7A squared B?
Under column 2.
Under column, and you can say the second one, that's fine. Negative 7A squared B. 3AB goes at the end. 4A squared B goes where?
Column A squared B.
Column A squared B. The second one, the middle one. Okay, so a positive 4A squared B. And then 6AB squared goes in the first one. 6AB squared. Okay, and then they match. Do you understand? Like, again, if you want to write it out horizontally and circle it and box it in, that's fine too. But I like doing this so that I can see that they line up. So, what do you get when you add the first column? 18AB squared. Very good. Why am I not adding the exponents? You can. When do you add the exponents? When you multiply powers, you add the exponents. Okay, I know only one has heard that before. But like in 8th grade, I sing to my 8th graders, the wheels on the bus to remember when you do things. But when you're multiplying powers, you add the exponents. When you add them, like 1p, you get it, 1 pen, 1p plus 1p, is that 2p squared?
Yeah, it's just 2p.
That's 2 pens, right? When you're adding, the variables stay the same. Okay, any questions about that? All right, negative 7a squared b and 4a squared b is
Negative 3a squared.
negative 3a squared b. And then what do you do with this guy?
Bring it down.
Just bring him down. Plus 3ab. Any questions on that? Okay, on that note.